seconds.
Justin, I guess it was that 10 minutes before half-time that proved the difference?
Yeah, looking back at the end of the game now, yeah, definitely. I think it was similar to last week for us, really fast, sort of 25 minutes of the game with everyone sort of run off their feet, and we were good enough to hang in there that bit longer. And as you said, just before half-time, we looked really dangerous, which was great.
I know it's great to get the first win for the season because there's been a lot of expectations, but you're disappointed you took the foot off the throat when you probably could have gone on with it in the second half?
Yeah, I definitely am. The last sort of 15, 20 minutes we fumbled our way to the finish line, and that's concerning, but the longer I sort of calm down about it, to come here and against our biggest rivals and get the win at our home ground is the most important thing. So look, I'm really happy with everyone to come away with the win today. So.
You pleased for Davey to get through that game and have a win, have 2 tries? Quite well. Yeah,
definitely. As I said, I felt sorry for him last week with the criticism he come under. If you'd just seen the week he had, you might not have been so tough. But that's we get judged on the 80 minutes, so I'm okay with that. But just happy for him that he had a really good week and then showed what he's capable of tonight. So I'm really happy for Dave.
Did you sense that he was eager to put a bit of a point against the Broncos?
Oh, not really. He's just keen to play well for the Titans and play well for the club. And he had a great pre-season, and the week leading into a game, spends a few days on a drip, which is not great. And then he, as I said, I should have got him off earlier than what I did last week. But he had a normal week this week and showed what he can do. So look, it would have been obviously special for him against his old club. It is, no matter what player it is, if you're playing at your old club, you always want to play well against him and get a win. And Dave did a good job of that tonight.
Given the hype that he came to the club with, does that take the pressure off him now that he's delivered the big game performance, and now you just focus on the job that you want him to do every week?
Oh, I'm not sure. That could be around for a while. I'm not sure, but I just need him to, like I've said all along, he's a back rower in our side that he's just got to do his job, and he did that well tonight, and that's all we need from him, and I'm sure he can do that for us.
How pleasing was the performance of Ash Taylor? He, particularly in defence, of all things, come up with a couple of big plays and a couple of big hits.
Yeah, I thought, for most parts of the game, Ash was terrific. A bit disappointed with the finish, but look, I think collectively we were strong tonight. I thought Aaron Clark did a great job coming off the bench for us tonight, and all the forwards, with the fast pace of the game, they did really well. So, we'll, like most teams, we'll get better, but just getting AJ a couple of games under his belt now. With he spent pre-season injured, so he's only going to get better for us. So, happy to win, but we've got to keep moving forward.
I think that's 3 wins in a row against the Broncos, which is something the club's never done before. How important is that for the club? It is just another game, but you're playing a team that has sort of had that history and prestige over the top.
Yeah, no, it's really important. I don't want to downplay it. I just think I was fortunate enough to coaching in England, the rivalries for St Helens and Wigan, they're as big as you can get. But for us as a club, to beat our biggest rivals, and as you said, to do it a few times now, it's great. It's great for everyone in our club and all our whole area, the whole of Gold Coast, to get a win over them is terrific.
One place Gold Coast has traditionally struggled, Justin, is Townsville. So how important is it that after a derby, and you've got another one up there, that you're able to turn it around and play well again? Yeah,
well, it's really important. It's good to get the win tonight, and then we've got to keep performing well and give ourselves our best chance of winning up in Townsville, because that'll be a tough Sunday afternoon game next week.
I think you've spoken about sort of the speed of the games the last 2. How much of an issue is fatigue, and how, is it something you kind of have to address a little bit in terms of keeping that performance up for the full 80 minutes?
Oh, it's just down to the individual, isn't it? How much they want to keep working hard, and I think it showed in last night's game. You just got to keep turning up, and there's no. There's never a place to hide, but it's just getting more exposed, isn't it? So, but that's exciting for everyone involved in the game, and we're seeing some entertaining rugby league that's really fast paced, and can't think of another game that gets near it. So should be good, and we need all the fans to keep turning up and to give us good atmospheres for the players to play in front of.
Did you challenge Tino at all tonight or something, Justin? He seemed to have a lot more sting in his shoulders.
Yeah, no, I don't need to challenge Tino. If anything, I've got to try and pull him back a bit because he's just he's such a competitor. And as you said, that he was up for a really big game. I thought he was good for us last week, but he just had that real determination tonight, which was great. And I've loved everything about him since he's joined the club. But yeah, he was good tonight, and I think he'll be good every week.
How much does that bring to your team? And you could tell they weren't running at him towards the end of the game because just the presence he has out there.
Yeah, well, it's great for us. I think he's only just turned 21, and I think he's got a lot of improvement in him, and the way he's sort of going about his game is great. And as I said, we're really happy, obviously, to have him, and for in particular our fans to know that we've got guys like that in our side is pretty impressive.
Is he like the new leader of the pack? Like, it looks like he's the one that gets in and does a lot of hard work, sort of replacing what Jai Arrow did a lot for you last year.
Yeah, well, he's taken that upon himself, but it's not really what's needed, to be honest. He just he just wants to work hard. But yeah, I'd just be happy for him to not really have one leader. I think our whole pack's capable. I thought Jared Wallace had a really good game tonight himself, and KP's back row were really strong, and Dave had a great game. So I was really happy with the forwards tonight.
You got 55 or so minutes out of him, Justin. Do you see him playing longer minutes as he gets through the season, or is that just too hard now with the new rules to get?
Who's that on?
Tino,
yeah. I think that's about it, yeah, for now. I mean, everyone will get match fitter and the conditions will get a bit cooler, so all those factors will make it better for everyone in the game. Like, it was extremely humid night out there tonight, so conditions will get better and guys will get match fitter, so I think minutes can get extended over probably in the next sort of 6 weeks.
AJ Brimson told me out there on the field that he's really enjoying working with Corey Thompson. The two of them sort of complement each other. Has Thompson impressed you and surprised you by just how good he's going?
Yeah, definitely impressed us, and that's why he sort of got the nod last week in round one. He's just such a competitor, and more so with the pace of the game now. It's like there's two of him out in the field, which is good, and he's just boys love playing with him, and he just works so hard and all the time, which is great. So that's why he's in the side.
Thanks, Justin.
Thanks.
No injuries?
Nah.